Let's move on now. Goma is falling. Democratic Republic of Congo is teetering on the edge of deeper conflict as the M23 armed group backed by Rwanda tightens its hold on the city. Rwanda's regional ambassador says M23 fighters are poised to seize more territory in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo and could push further inland, reinforced by Rwandan troops. The armed group has already taken Goma's airport and large sections of the city. Streets once filled with daily life are now battlegrounds, and residents emerged cautiously after days of deadly clashes.
Honestly, it pains me because, seeing that the regime has changed, the DRC government is no longer present in North Kivu province. It hurts us as native citizens of this country. But what we are asking for is that those behind this situation realize that there is still hope. There is still hope to turn things around and give us a wonderful, prosperous future.
Anti-Rwandan protests broke out in DRC's capital Kinshasa as the rebels battled Congolese forces in the key eastern city of Goma. People carrying Congolese flags and swearing allegiance to President Felix Tshisekedi burned tires and blocked roads in the capital, thousands of kilometers away from Goma.
Even if they do what? If Kagame arrives here in Kinshasa and takes the place of President Tshisekedi, he will not be able to govern. Congo is our country, the land of our ancestors. The blood that flows is not the blood of birds, but it is the blood of humans. He, Kagame, must not succeed. We are behind President Felix, and he cannot give in. He must remain.
In over 3 days, the violence has left more than 100 dead, nearly 1,000 wounded civilians crowd overflowing hospitals. Food is scarce. Amid the worsening humanitarian crisis, thousands are fleeing. Some are desperately crossing into Rwanda, carrying what little they can. Now, this new footage adds a chilling layer to the unfolding disaster. Dozens of Romanian private military contractors have arrived in Rwanda, undergoing security checks before their next move. Their presence raises urgent questions. Who is funding this escalation? What role will these fighters play? Despite the worsening crisis, Democratic Republic of Congo's President Felix Tshisekedi refuses to meet his Rwandan counterpart Paul Kagame for crisis talks organized by Kenya or by Kenyan President William Ruto. The diplomatic deadlock only fuels uncertainty as the region braces for what comes next. And for the latest, our correspondent Louisa Olani reports.
The African Union on Tuesday condemned the violence in eastern DR Congo and called on the M23 armed group to lay down its arms. This comes as the conflict between the Congolese army and the M23 rebels continues to escalate, forcing thousands more civilians to flee their homes. Neighbouring countries, Kenya, South Africa and likes have also weighed in on the crisis, condemning the crisis in the strongest terms, even as the DRC government has consistently accused Rwanda of aiding the conflict and allowing its soldiers to fight along M23, and had urged the UN to impose sanctions on Rwanda. The US Embassy have also told its citizens to leave the country while commercial flights are still available. So far, diplomatic efforts, including mediation by East African Community and the Southern African Development Community, are ongoing, but the situation on the ground remains volatile. With more displaced families arriving in overcrowded camps, humanitarian agencies are calling for urgent international assistance. From Lagos, Nigeria, Louisa Olani, WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.